Yes, Ben, the quitter, Whittaker, against Liam Cameron. He quit, didn't he, in that fight? Round five, one of the what both went over, didn't they, in the ropes, and Whittaker looked like, the pace of the fight was getting to him, wasn't it? Liam Cameron was just getting started, wasn't he? He was getting into the fight, wasn't he? And Liam Cameron, he's been in there with Lyndon Arthur, hasn't he? I just seen his fight, and people are saying that, he should have, he got robbed against Lyndon Arthur. It was a close fight. So obviously he's fought solid opposition. And this was Whittaker's first big test, and he failed really, didn't he? He quit, didn't he? Let's be real. Boxing, you've got a choice, man. I've boxed like 3 amateur fights, and it's you always have a choice when you're in there. Sometimes you ain't gonna lie, man. You want to quit, man. My second fight, man, I was getting battered, and I got buzzed. And I thought, fucking hell, I'm gonna get stopped here in this first round. And but it carried on. The fight carried on, and then I got into the fight. Do you know what I mean? So I could have, and I couldn't have quit, but like I had no choice. I just had to carry on. I got buzzed and all that, and I was still there somehow. I didn't get knocked out, so I came out two, and I was still getting hit with big shots, but I got into it. I got into the fight, and I was listening to what's his name, man? Woodhouse. Is it Woodhouse or his name is? The guy who used to box and play football, and he's saying that what's it called? He panicked. Whittaker panicked because he would have got his second wind, and sometimes it happens in fights. You get that second wind, don't you? So he might have got stopped, but he might have got his second wind. But he had to stick it out, and even Johnny Nelson and his mate, the Boulder guy. What's his fucking name, man? What's his name? Domingo, saying that he's obviously like in sparring. He's seen Nas spar and all that. Sometimes he's getting battered. He's been other fighters sparring there, getting battered, but they always tell him, always finish the rounds. If you're losing, whatever, you take the beating. If you're winning, whatever, but you always finish. Do you know what I mean? Even there's like a wrestling thing. Vince McMahon, WWE, it's not real, but I remember there's a guy who used to wrestle there called Maven, this light skinned guy, and I think he was injured once, and he finished the match because I think Vince asked one of the guys who was overseeing the match, goes, "What happened? He's injured. Okay, did he finish the match?" And I said, "Yeah," and they were happy. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them in that culture of you're gonna get battered, but you always see it through. Do you know what I mean? Boxers have been there in sports as well, man. People have quit midway. There's been NFL guys quit midway. I think Antonio Brown left his team and all that. You know what I mean? It happens. But Whittaker, he just looked like he don't want no more. He's looking tired. Before that, the guy came to fight. He's a solid opponent. He can take a chance. You know what I mean? He went to the body, slowed him down, and the fight looked like he was only going one way. Do you know what I mean? I was surprised. I'm like, yo. But, well, I shouldn't be, like I said, because he fought Lyndon Arthur and he gave a good account himself, and people thought he won as well, so. But, yeah, Whittaker quit. He knows deep down he quit. It doesn't matter what anyone says, or deep down he knows that he quit. Can he come back from it? I think he can. Is he going to rematch Cameron? I don't know. Will Ben Shalom let it happen? He should do. That's how you overcome it. You go back in there. He should do, or they might try and just give him more experience. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But that's my thing. If I was in that situation, I'd want the rematch, rectify that loss. Do you know what I mean? He's been humbled. He's got to come back. It happens. It's a fight game. That's what happens, man. You get in there, you fight. You might lose, man. That's just the way it is. Yeah, so he definitely quit. Or sometimes, like, you're in a fight and you want your corner to step in, don't you? You as a fighter are not gonna fucking quit. Sometimes you want your corner to step in and say, look, he can't carry on and all that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot. Listen, it's happening fights. Sometimes you're in there, you think, fucking hell, I'm getting battered, and that's it, innit? Kell Brook, people said he quit, but he got beat down and into submission against GGG, against Errol Spence. That he did the right thing. I don't think but he got beat down. He took his licks and he went, and he went down. That's it. Dubois, people said he's quit before, but he's fine Usyk and whatever. Ben Whittaker, do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. He's got to come back from this. He's got to rematch this guy. Hopefully, it's a fight people want to see, and he's just got to pace himself a bit better. I think Johnny Nelson said, if he had someone in the corner there, maybe experienced, who to tell him just to pace himself and just be a bit more relaxed. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. To me, quit. That was my instinct straight away. I'm thinking, fucking hell, this guy he's looking for a way out. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I think. He's looking for a way out, but it was a good fight, man. It's a good fight. While it lasted, there should be a rematch, and Liam Cameron, it's his time now, isn't it? He's struggling for money one day now. He's getting all his sponsors. He's getting all, I think, people subscribing to his channel. He seems like a humble guy. He seems like a good guy. Good, you know what I mean? He seems like a good man. Humble guy, just down to earth, isn't he? So down to earth, Northern Yorkshire man. So yeah, I want to see the rematch. But yeah, Ben Whittaker, my instincts were he's swallowed it. He's quit. He should have carried on. Like I said, you always finish it. He might have not got knocked out, but that would have been better. Do you know what I mean? You take the loss and you can come back in the rematch. That's it.